Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. It's early. I stayed up late editing. Probably should have slept a little bit more, but let's get some upper body going today. Let's get into it. Alright guys, so today I want to walk you guys through my upper body session instead of just having the music blasting in the background. As you can see, pretty much I'm just starting off easy with some curls. You don't really have to do curls, I just like to do them because it kind of completes the full arm workout, but you don't really have to do them to be a soccer player. But if you like big arms, go for it. Alright guys, so the next exercise is lateral raises. These ones are going to be done a little bit more anterior. Shout out to Humber College for teaching me this stuff. But yeah, pretty much what I'm doing here is I'm working out the shoulders, getting the deltoids going. You guys can always adjust the bands to however you want, because obviously everybody's different. You guys want to experiment, see if you guys can handle more resistance, less resistance, stuff like that. So yeah, that's exercise 2. So exercise number 3 is the bench press. It could also be the chest press, whatever you guys want to call it. I find this one to be very beneficial when holding off defenders. It works in unison with your triceps as well. You want to build up both of them at the same time. Fun fact for you guys, I was obsessed with having a huge chest in college. I would pretty much butterfly my way all the way up to 170. At that time, I was definitely proud to have a huge chest, but at the same time, I think it was too big. There are limits. I think you want to kind of reduce the mass that you're carrying as a soccer player. So be careful with this one, guys. Please. Oh, buddy. Okay, guys, so these are skull crushers. Yeah, these suck. You pretty much feel all the blood hit your skin by the time you hit about 30 reps. But honestly, they're very beneficial to your triceps. I told you guys earlier that they work in unison with your chest. If you want to be holding off defenders, I think this exercise is crucial. Definitely a must. You should add it to your upper body if you don't already have it in your routine. So this next exercise is the overhead press. As you can see, I'm struggling with it. My form is pretty bad. What you guys want to be doing, what I'm doing wrong here is actually I'm coming back too far with my elbows. You want to keep it at a 90-degree angle and go back up. You want to come back down at a 90-degree angle and go back up. It's more beneficial that way. Another fun fact, I've always struggled doing overhead press. Just want to give a huge shout out to Adam and Minner from Humber College. You guys definitely watched over me as I did these, and I'm still f***ing it up. I'm still doing it wrong, but thank you, boys. So the next exercise is lateral raises. These are different from the other lateral raises because those were more anterior, which means that they were slightly ahead of my body. These ones are directly on the sides of my body. These ones are kind of fun to do. Another fun fact about me, my left shoulder clicks every single time I go up. I wish I can get the audio for that. Maybe one day I'll insert it. You guys are not going to think it's pretty, but still beneficial. You guys need to build up the shoulders. I highly recommend these if you guys are trying to build your shoulders. So this is exercise number 7. This is the Pallof press. Just want to give a shout out to Slossie. I know this video is pretty much just shouting out people. I apologize for that, guys, but there's so many people that have contributed to my career and my life as it stands right now, so I'm just trying to give credit where it's due. Thanks a lot, Brad. I still do this one today. Basically, guys, what's happening here is the resistance band is actually trying to pull me in, but the point of the exercise is to fight the rotation. You do not want your body to turn at any point, so when I'm pushing forward and back, I'm trying to maintain using my obliques, abs, whatever I have to do to prevent myself from rotating. Always make sure you switch sides, guys. You always want to hit both sides. So just so you guys have a better idea of the session that I'm doing today, I'm just showing you the first time through, but I usually go for 30 reps each, and I do try and maintain at least 2 to 3 sets, depending on how fatigued I feel, but obviously we're all different. If you guys can go another round, you guys can do another set. If not, you guys can stop a little bit early if you're feeling fatigued, and then the point is to progress. So exercise number 8 is just something I've always done with the clubs that I've trained at younger ages. This is definitely something that is very beneficial. You want to be dynamic doing these. These movements have to be quick to actually get everything out of this exercise. I actually don't know the name of this exercise. If you guys want to comment that down below, please help me out. I basically just call it rotational dynamic movements because I genuinely don't know the name of it. It's some sort of pull, I know that, but I've always done these. This exercise also really engages your core. You guys should start to feel it after probably 15-20 reps. Always push yourself. So once again, guys, switch sides. If you're more dominant in one side than the other, I do recommend maybe going a little bit longer on the weaker side, because I noticed that my left side is a lot stronger than my right. So if you ever notice any imbalances, try to balance yourself out. So part of being a professional athlete actually is recognizing your weaknesses. If you guys recognize any of your weaknesses, the only way obviously to get better is to attack them, which is basically what I try to do while doing my upper body because I'm not the strongest dude up top. So exercise number 9, deadlifts. Guys, I can't stress enough how good deadlifts are for you. It's good for your lower back. I do have a weak lower back, which is why I actually kind of double up when I do deadlifts. I also want to thank the boys at Humber for this one because, guys, I don't think you guys realize I was absolute trash when it came to deadlifts. Like, my form was absolutely brutal. I would be weak in the knees. I'd be shaking trying to lift this thing off the ground. Over time, you get a little bit better. I know that I'm using bands only, but that's because the gyms were not open at the time, guys. I highly recommend doing deadies if you guys can get on the actual bar, though. The next exercise that I'm doing here are bent over rows. At first, I never understood why people would do this, but then I quickly realized the benefits when I actually started to do it. This one is basically for your back, but more specifically your lats. Please don't be like me and neglect your back. You will have problems, and that is why I work as hard as I do on my back today. Just a tip for you guys. That brings us to the last exercise of this video, guys, which are banded push-ups. I do this as a finisher because I am absolutely exhausted after doing these. You basically just get a regular band, put them around your wrist. You can do it between 2 cones or however far you want. I just usually put 2 cones so I know where my boundaries are, and I go back and forth pretty much until my arms die out on me. To make this one harder, also try putting a band around your ankles. Have fun with that one. Alright, you guys, that's going to do it for today. I'm all showered. I hope you guys enjoyed the upper body session. If you guys want to keep following along, do what you gotta do, you know, the little thing you gotta do. Until next time, I'll see you guys in the next video.